Hi, my name is Jan Bakker and I'm the assistant guide for the Wakhan Corridor expedition.
What first drew you to the Wakhan as an area of exploration?
I've been cycling around Tajikistan in 2009, and we were cycling along the border in the Wakhan Corridor, in the Tajik part of the Wakhan Corridor. And you know, the grass was greener on the other side, right? So no, we cycled, I think, about 200 kilometers along that border, and across we saw caravans with yaks, and lots of Kyrgyz people went down to prepare for the winter, and you know, it looked like a magical country. And we were just yeah, we basically started investigating if it was possible to go there, and it was. You know, there was a border crossing. It was possible to get an Afghan visa, so we went for it.
And did obviously the region's sort of steeped in history of great explorers exploring the region, did that inspire you to go there, or was it just the views that you saw?
Absolutely. I read The Great Game by Peter Hopkirk, and you know, of course, that kind of sparks the imagination of a place like that. You know, just knowing that also Marco Polo has passed through that area. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What makes it so unique? What makes the Wakhan Corridor really special for you?
For me, it's really the combination of the mountains, of course. It's wedged between Hindukush and the Pamirs, and you know, the massive mountain ranges, and the people who are living there. I mean, in the lower parts there's the Wakhi people, very colorful, very open to visitors as well, very welcoming. And then higher up you've got the Kyrgyz, who have a completely different lifestyle, but also, you know, at the time, you know, very, very welcoming. So it's the combination of people and mountain that makes that area so special. Yeah.
So you mentioned the people being really unique. Have you got any anecdotes or stories you can share with us about your experiences of interactions with the people?
Yeah, well, getting my guide, for instance. I thought I arranged everything through this agent in, he was actually based in Faizabad. We arrived in Ishkashim, in Afghani Ishkashim. Nothing was arranged, really nothing. So we had to find a fixer to get the permits, and eventually we went off to Sarat. But the road was washed away halfway, so we had to walk the rest, but we still had no guide, and we didn't want to go into this territory, you know, without a local person. So yeah, the donkey guys knew somebody in some village. So after a day of walking, we yeah, there was a village, but there was a river in between, and of course no phone reception, nothing. So the donkey guys started to shout across the river for Otembik. Otembik was his name. And you know, it was really hard because the water made a lot of noise, but then the ladies across, they understood what we wanted. They ran into the village, and literally 5 minutes later, this guy with a black weekender just started running to the next bridge. It was about 2 miles up the river, and that was Otembik. And we said, okay, you're with us for the next 2 weeks. So he probably has a bag ready to go, and yeah, I thought it was quite special.
The region has recently been made a national park. What do you think the impact of this will be on environmental stability and development?
Yeah, you know, it's very good news. I'm a bit skeptical because, for example, the Pamir Mountains is a Tajik national park. It's a massive national park. I'm curious to see how they enforce it, because it's such a massive area. It's not very densely populated. You know, enforcement of it being a national park is probably quite hard. And especially for, you know, I don't know how many hunters or, you know, go there, but yeah, it's good news.
Is there any signs of the recent conflict or past conflicts in the area that you're travelling to?
No, yeah, well, I would say no. It's just the Russian. When the Russians went in, there's some heritage from the Russian occupation. I haven't seen any sign of you know of threat, or you know, just of problems relating to terrorism. So no, the only thing I saw was like a heavily armed patrol, police patrol, and it was the only thing, you know, guys with balaclavas, and but they need to be there to make sure it stays safe. So no, but not a problem at all.
And how can a venture like the one you're leading inspire development in the region?
Well, it's very simple. Foreign currency is income, and there's hardly any chances and opportunities to make money for these people. I mean, they're pretty much self-sustaining. So every dollar that comes in adds to the development of the villages. And I mean, there is a really good infrastructure set up by the Wakhan Foundation. So that, you know, it's already there. It just needs people to visit.
What are the aims of this year's expedition?
We're doing a tour around the Big Pamir, which starts in Sarat, and we're crossing a few very high passes, traveling along Kyrgyz settlements and lower down the Wakhan settlement. So yeah, it's a pretty challenging expedition in terms of altitude. Yeah, you need a bit of stamina to succeed, and you know, if we have a chance, time-wise, we'll try and explore some new valleys. Maybe Luca, the expedition leader, and I have looked at a map already and see what possibilities there are. So fingers crossed we can get into some new territory and see if that's interesting.
Yeah. And you mentioned altitude. What are the other challenges you're sort of expecting to face while you're out there?
Well, it's a 12-day. We're trekking for 12 days, so there's no resting day planned. So it's physically just the walking itself, not necessarily altitude, but just the distances we make is quite challenging. You know, it's up to 15 to 20 miles we do a day. So other things, yeah, it's dry. You know, you've got the sun that's could be potentially, you know, you need to protect yourself, and the weather can be pretty harsh even in summer. I mean, when we were there in 2010, we were caught in a blizzard just early September, and in summer it happens as well. So yeah, the weather can be quite challenging, especially high up for us.
And what sort of training have you done, and what sort of training should people be doing if they're thinking about going on this expedition?
Well, I'm a very practical guy in that sense. I've done a few expeditions also to higher mountains in Tajikistan as well. I did a few courses, of course. I did a ML course. I did an alpine course for hiking leaders in the Austrian Alps. I've worked as an outdoor instructor, so of course I had a lot of training to become an outdoor leader in Belgium. So yeah, it all builds up, but I think key is just personal experience. You know, just go out there. I mean, conditions in Snowdonia can be a lot harsher than your average day in the Wakhan Corridor. So I think, you know, go out in foul weather. You know, you learn a lot. I used to live in Scotland, and just a white-out day is a great experience for your confidence. You know, you should prepare, of course, but yeah, just go out. Experience is key.
Looking at the equipment you're taking, what one piece of kit do you never leave home without?
A thermos. Simple. You know, a hot drink is so nice, especially when after an exhausting day. You know, it's just or you're on a mountain pass. A thermos is it's a key item for me.
Okay. And just finally, can you give us 3 words which describe this expedition?
3 words. Always the 3 words that we think. Spectacular, challenging, eye opener.